A meteoroid is a small rocky or metallic body revolving in interplanetary space around the Sun. A meteoroid is significantly smaller than an asteroid, ranging from small grains or particles to the size of large boulders. In other words, a meteoroid is a space rock smaller than an asteroid. In the context of these terms, the word meteor might sound like the most general, but that's not actually the case. We've started with the word meteoroid because meteoroids can become meteors or meteorites. A meteor is a meteoroid that has entered Earth's atmosphere. Basically, it's a small body of rock or metal that used to travel around in space, but that got sucked into Earth's gravity. The friction from the atmosphere makes it heat up and glow, sometimes making it visible as it streaks through the sky. What's visible from Earth is a bright, fiery streak in the sky, and we also use the word meteor to refer to that streak, as opposed to the body itself. A particularly bright meteor can be called a bolide or a fireball, especially if it explodes. A meteorite is a mass of stone or metal that has reached Earth from space. In other words, a meteorite is a meteoroid that enters Earth's atmosphere but does not burn up entirely, instead surviving to crash into the surface. Meteorites tend to be bigger than the meteors that burn up before making it to the surface. This makes sense because the bigger ones have more to get burned away on their way to the surface, while the smaller ones disintegrate into nothing. A meteorite might look like a fireball as it crashes toward Earth, but it eventually cools. Meteorite impacts can be pretty violent. Many meteorites have left huge depressions in Earth's surface, called impact craters or meteorite craters. The large Chicxulub crater in Mexico is thought to be from the meteorite strike that caused the extinction of many dinosaurs. The biggest impact crater on Earth is the Vredefort crater in South Africa. It was originally 185 miles across. In more casual use, meteorite is also sometimes used as a synonym for meteoroid, a rock traveling through space. Technically speaking, though, the space rocks that reach the ground are typically called meteorites. A meteor shower is what happens when a lot of meteors enter the atmosphere during a relatively short period of time. Many people enjoy meteor showers because they allow you to see many meteors at once. Sometimes, this happens because Earth has passed through what's known as a meteor swarm, a large number of meteoroids moving in a parallel path. Some meteor showers occur when Earth passes through the path where a comet has traveled. The meteors in these showers are comet fragments that have fallen off and been pulled in by Earth's gravity. Due to the regularity of the Earth's orbit, some meteor showers happen at the same time every year, when Earth passes the paths of these comets. Some particularly well-known meteor showers include the Perseids in mid-August, the Leonids in mid-November, and the Eta Aquariids in early May, which are linked to the famous Halley's Comet. An asteroid is any of millions of small celestial objects revolving around the Sun, often irregularly shaped and having a great range in size. Asteroids can also be called minor planets or planetoids. Asteroids typically consist of rocks or metals. They're bigger than meteoroids, but they can range from as small as 6 feet across to more than 600 miles across, much smaller than a planet, but still pretty big. In disaster movies, the big space rock that might destroy the entire planet is usually an asteroid. Note to the people in charge, in case this ever becomes a real-life scenario, it's probably easier to train astronauts to use big drills than it is to train a misfit team of deep-core drillers to become astronauts. Just saying. Where do asteroids come from? Get this. They're essentially space debris left over from when the solar system formed. The word asteroid comes from the Greek asteroids, meaning starry or star-like. To be clear, asteroids orbit stars, which makes them more like tiny planets. There are currently more than 1 million known asteroids in the solar system. Most of the asteroids we know about are in the asteroid belt, a kind of junkyard for asteroids between Mars and Jupiter. A comet is a celestial body moving about the Sun usually in a highly eccentric orbit, consisting of a central mass surrounded by an envelope of dust and gas that may form a tail that streams away from the sun. Comets consist mostly of ice, dust, and some rocky bits. They are sometimes nicknamed dirty snowballs for this reason. This sets them apart from asteroids, which are mostly rock or metal. Like asteroids, though, comets often orbit the sun. When comets get close to the sun, it heats their icy core, forming a halo or coma of dust and gas. Comets are known for having a tail,